adjust and make sure the stream is streaming to stream. Adjust. Yep, we're good. And make sure. I really wish that delay was less, but yeah, there's like a 5 to 10 second delay. I wish it was like 2. And I don't think there's anything I can do about that because I tried. Anyway, let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name is Ryan. I sell stuff that I get at yard sales, thrift stores, garage sales, and similar places. Try to flip it for a few bucks online. Pretty standard bread and butter weekend. 8 sales. I'm waiting for one guy to pay. And that's about typical for a weekend, Friday through Sunday, for me. So actually 8 sales. I had a book sold that I boxed up Friday afternoon. So going pretty good. And we're going to go over everything. And yeah, had a couple finds Friday at the thrift store. So I don't think I have anything to just explode everything over, but good standard bread and butter stuff. So let's start with these two. Jack Campbell Lost Fleet, $8 for the pair. At most I paid $1 a piece for them, and I think I did. I think I got these at Goodwill, and I thought they were going to go for a little bit more, so I probably started them at $12-14 and drew them down a little bit. But they're out. Got my money back at $8. Probably not making any money, but I'll go into low volume reselling in a minute and explain why that's still kind of a good thing. So we'll do that. Let's see. Next up, how to read the aura, practice psychometry, telepathy, and clairvoyance. New Age, tree hugging, hippie gobbledygook. This should have been in my heresy box, and it wasn't. $10. This is an older version of this book. New agey, occulty stuff sells decently, but make sure when you're looking it up that the older the better on this stuff. You think about it, makes sense. They tend to appreciate the older stuff more. The more modern stuff tends to not quite do as well. So look it up when you get it, because it's like the first printings and all that. That's one of those things that it's really important in that genre for the higher value stuff. And that wasn't the higher value stuff. That was a $10 book. Next up, let's see. Werewolf Apocalypse. These books are related to the werewolf role-playing game. They're just novels. They're not like RPG books. They'd be worth a lot more. But these novels are related to that. Picked them up. There was a big fantasy sci-fi dump a month or two ago, and these were part of it. Sold these two together for $12. There was another one in this series worth like $12 by itself. So good sale there, and even one of them dinged up. One of them was like got a corner cut off, and it still sells. So that was a good series to grab. Next up, final book sale is Reader's Digest Best Reading Series. Reader's Digest put these out, I think, through the 80s, 90s. Really nicely bound. Nice covers. look great on a shelf. These are good reader copies. Also, they're well bound. They're well made books. So if you want a classic that looks good on a shelf, and I need to read Moby Dick, I need to read Kidnapped, you can go get a paperback for a buck. You can go on. These are about. I sold these 3 for $20. These go $10 or so on eBay individually, but that's a long tail. I've had these a while, and I got a couple others. I should probably lot the other ones I have up. I grab these when I can get them for $1 or less. I don't pay the full $2 price at Goodwill for these because usually I don't make. It's hard to do it when it's individual. But these sold 3 for $20. And so they're neat books, and people like decorative books. Particularly when I think it's coming down because the real estate boom's kind of coming down. But there are real estate agents who buy stuff like this for staging houses, and that's why they sell sometimes. Either that, or if you've got somebody who does streaming, or you got an attorney, or somebody like that, when you have a Zoom call and you want a nice background, these things. That's why they sell. There's something for you if you're doing a Zoom, if you have a regular Zoom thing, and like, I need a background that looks good. I don't want to do a green screen. Get your bookshelf, put nice books on it. So that's kind of that. So all right, next up, a couple not a book sales. Props shout out to my boy out in Texas, small town bookseller. Boonie hats. I got 30 or so of these, small size, $1 a piece. I waited for them to go to the lab. They had a bucket of them at Goodwill for like $2 or $3 a piece. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna wait on those. And I got them at $1 a piece. And at the last chance, they weren't selling. And I got a bunch of them, the smaller size, selling them 10 to 12. This is $12. I'm gonna get probably 10 to $12 for a bunch of them. Selling. I think I sold 2 last week, 2 weeks ago. So selling about one hat a week on these, which is fine. So got that one going out. And finally, a little surprised this didn't go for more. This is an Xbox power source. And good shape. Powers up, works fine. Tested it to the best of my ability. $12. A little surprised. In my opinion, these things should probably be about 20. But tis what tis. One of the reasons I think some people, older video game systems will always have a market. Here's why. A lot modern video game systems require internet connectivity. Not everybody wants to deal with that or have to do that. There's even single player games. I think it's a big mistake by video game companies. There are even single player games like, I'm not playing with anybody. Why do I have to be able to log on online? There's some companies that are putting out games that require you to have internet connectivity just to play a single player game. People aren't it's not just an 80s 90s nostalgia thing. People want systems that they can just plug and play. Don't have to worry about internet. So that's why stuff like this will probably always have a market. Remanufactured stuff, remade stuff. It's not just nostalgia. People want to be able to play old games without hassle. So that's why that stuff like that will probably always move. I'm a little surprised that took a while to sell. I think I had that for maybe a year. So anyway, is that everything I sold? Oh, final sale. This right there. This is a Earl Case 3 Case International Harvester Axial Flow Metal Combine Red tractor from Tell Me. I think when you say combine, you have to say it like a country farmer. Combine. So, toy combine. Good shape. Picked it up at Goodwill for $3. Sold it for 25. So, and with ground advantage, which is great. I love ground advantage shipping. This is going to ship about half of what it would have cost before if I had shipped it priority. So, excellent. Made me happy. So, that'll be $8 to $10 to ship, probably. So, bully for that. So, okay. Fines. Books, of course. Always like lighting this guy up. Heinlein. Robert Heinlein books. Get them for $1 or less. A lot of them up at $3 to $5. They tend to be successful doing that. This is what it is. So I grab every Heinlein I find $1 or less. So some of the old, if these are like, the 60s, 70s sci-fi editions, most of these are more modern. These are like 80s editions. The 60s, 70s stuff, that sells for even, you can sell those individually $10, $12, $15 or more if it's like a first edition or something. So, something worth doing. Here's something that I think 10, 20 years ago would have been worth more. This is a Richmond and Fredericksburg Potomac Railroad linking north and south. There was a handful of railroad books that that popped up at Goodwill. And this was the only one worth grabbing to resell. I may grab the others if they go to last chance. And either lot them up on eBay or bring them out to the flea market and try to get like $2 or $3 a piece for them if I can get them at a quarter. But that's one of those genres that used to be worth a bunch more, and now the interest in trains used to be a big guy thing, and not so much anymore. So now model train stuff still sells really well, but that's also a dwindling market, I think. So that's what you got going for it. And is that everything today? I think that's everything today. So we'll move you over there. And that will be even better. So, and we gotta stand you up. That's Batman. Venom. Okay. Much better. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope I'll see you later. It's Monday. Let's go kick his butt.